This is a platform called Mind42, which is a free online service that anyone can use around the world. This video is going to outline exactly what it is, how to use it, and useful applications for it. So, what Mind42 runs off of is a concept called mind mapping, which is very effective at figuring out how to design projects and solving problems. What you do is you start with an idea in the middle. So let's say you have a project in the middle here. You have a vague idea of what you want the project to be, so you make a bunch of branches off that. And what you do is you just have a mind map sesh. So you just expand each branch as far as you can until all the branches have been exhausted. And typically at the end of like a 30-minute mind map sesh, you can have a huge map of ideas that's very specific. You can pick the best ones you want and then just go ahead with a game plan from there. Significantly reduces project time because you already know what you want from the first place and you won't run into as many problems. And you can also solve any of the problems along the way by mind mapping it out. So, Mind42 takes this mind mapping concept, puts it online, and allows you to collaborate with other people on it real time. So, if you're editing the map at the same time as someone else, you can see whatever they're doing. If they make a change, you can see it exactly the same time. Coordinating a mind map online through Mind42 is way easier than setting up a conference call to discuss, problems or a project. When you're trying to set up a conference call with more than 3 people, it's very hard because schedules are always way different. With this, what I usually do is I set a deadline for final input, a couple of days or a week or so after I set the initial conditions here. So I'll just set up an initial mind map with my ideas, invite a bunch of people to it. They can make their changes all the way they want in the certain time period I've allotted. And at the end of it, should have a good mind map of input from people I trust and I want their input from. And then I can just go from the project from there. It's especially good for making projects for clients or organizations you want input to for how exactly they want this thing designed. So, how to go about doing this? It's very simple. Only a couple functions you have to worry about. Adding a branch. So let's say you want to add a branch. Click on the branch, then click the top left arrow here, and that's how you do that. You can add as many branches as you want. Expand them. Click on the positive, negative here. Move them around. Move them to different locations. And you can make as many different branches as you want. Let's say you want to link to a website to explain something better. Say you want to link to TED Talks. Put in TED Talks. Click on the middle icon here, which is the world, and paste in TED Talks. Then all you have to do is click on the world here. It pops up. Click on that and go to TED.com. Typically what I like to do, and it's very effective, you notice it more with big mind maps, is to color each branch. So to color it, just click on the branch, click on the big A here, it brings up this menu. Color all the different branches their own unique color, and I'll show you in a little later example why this is useful. Let's make this one blue. And with links, what I usually like to do is color them light blue, just so it's easier to differentiate the links from normal branches. The final thing you have to worry about is your user icon. So what I'll do is I'll start a mind map. I'll make a branch called user icons. Under that, I'll have all the collaborators' names on there. So in this case, I'm going to collaborate with Bob, Don, and Joe. I've assigned all of them an icon for them to use. And what they do with these icons is they vote on the ideas they like as the mind map gets expanded. So let's say Bob likes the idea of colors, and he wants to let everyone else know that he likes that idea. So click on colors, click on the golden star here, click on the red flag, and now there's a red flag, meaning that Bob likes that idea. Let's say everyone likes that idea. So when I come back to look at this, I'm going to look at the ones with the most flags and usually implement those ideas. So this one has 3 flags. I'll obviously implement the colors idea because everyone likes it. If someone doesn't like decides they don't like that, right click on the flag, click remove the icon, and it's gone. So that's pretty much all you have to worry about for adding to the mind map. The purpose of this is to keep it as simple as possible, so only a couple of functions. Kind of take it as your own, do whatever you want with it. Don't worry about screwing it up, because there's, on the top left here, you can do show revisions. You can load a previous one. Let's say you want to go back to this, just click on restore, and it'll take you back to an old revision from the last save. And it also saves automatically every 2 or 3 minutes, so it's an awesome system. I'll show you an example of a mind map that me and my buddy Andrew from Calgary made. We were trying to figure out exactly how to work an access event and relay that information to other people that we're going to work off with there. So I just invited him this mind map, said, put down everything you know about access events and how to run them, and then I'll add everything I know, and at the end of it we just had this massive mind map here. So you can zoom in and out of it. And this is where the colors come in. Why it's important to color them. When you have a mind map this big, if you want to figure out how to make a smoothie, you look at all the blue ones. If you want to figure out about clothing, look at the pink ones. End of event, red ones. You get the idea. The best way to go about looking at these big ones is to click this icon on the left called the collapse/expand, and collapses it all, so you can just look at the general ideas. If you want to look at what clothing to wear, click on that, and you want to look really ridiculously good looking when you do these events. If you want to center on it, there's a center button there, and that's about it. So it's a very simple tool to use. Once you get the hang of it, it looks a little abstract from the start, but once you get the hang of it, it's so effective. And I hope more people can start adopting this in their organizations or small businesses, because it's just been proven awesome for myself for planning out events, planning out projects, problem solving with little things you run into along the way. So hopefully that helps you guys, and hopefully you guys can start using this soon.